Let me just introduce myself real quick. I'm going to go off camera here so we can save bandwidth, but trust me, I'm here. I'll jump back on when we get to Q&A. I just want to make sure that screen share, everything's working the way it's supposed to. I've been known to break things once in a while. But again, my name is Sean Hart. I'm the co-founder of Post Purchase Pro, and I've been in this Amazon game since 2013, believe it or not. Seth and I, we've been making Amazon millionaires almost weekly through a very, very unique process that most of you until today are not even aware of, okay? It's Post Purchase Pro. First of all, I want to say thank the person who sent you this invitation, because what you're about to witness today will be life and business altering. Now, a lot of people use life changing, but they don't tell you, is it going to change your life for the better or for the worse? Today, you'll never be able to unsee what we're going to expose to you today. You're going to see Amazon in a totally different light. It's not hyperbole or cliche when I tell you that today will most likely be the most important webinar you've ever attended. Why? Because you're about to see a brand new way to view your Amazon business that, like I said, can never be unseen. I'll soon challenge the very core of the frame in which you're selling on Amazon. And after today, I promise that something in you, my friend, will be awakened with a brand new drive to grow beyond what you ever thought possible, and with almost zero effort on your part. Why zero effort? Good question. Because I'm going to unveil to you something that is right under your nose at this very moment, but you're not paying any attention to it. Now, feel free to hang up now if you can't handle being wowed, because some very, very high level and highly effective insider stuff is about to be shared here. Our average client sells $118,727 per month, which means that half of our clients are doing even better than that. Amazon, you see, provides enough traffic for you and I to fill our so-called sales funnel. But most of us sellers, unfortunately, never take advantage of this. Now, this problem seems to be persistent only in our industry, FBA, private label, Amazon, third-party sellers. But do you recognize any of these national name brands? I'm sure you do. Each and every one of these companies puts a huge amount of value on nurturing a relationship with you when you make a purchase. You already know they'll send you coupons, offer apps, they'll do buyers club cards, memberships, incentives, cashback, and tons of other perks just to get you to come back and buy more, right? That, my friend, is how every major brand builds a real business. See, all of these retailers are actually paying for traffic, buyers through paid ads, online banners, apps, direct mail, television, flyers, coupon mailers, freestanding inserts, billboards, radio ads, newspaper ads, and tons of other ways just to get customers in their store. They're paying money for customers. Now, Amazon provides us with enough buyer traffic for free. And so if you and I could have a good product and a decent listing, then a lot of these customers will purchase. But then what happens? They exit our sales process, never to hear from us again. This is ludicrous. Instead of paying for traffic to our store, like these huge retailers are spending hundreds of millions of dollars on every single day, what if we can use Amazon as a profitable customer acquisition channel and get paid to get new customers? Yes, if you're selling products on Amazon at a profit right now, then instead of paying to get new customers, you can effectively get paid to get new customers. Listen up. It's a new frame, a brand new frame. Yes, among other secrets, you'll soon see your Amazon business as a profitable way to generate leads for your real business. While most businesses pay to acquire new customers, you'll soon see how we're getting paid to acquire new customers, and you can too. And this shift in mindset could happen as soon as tonight. So mute your phone, sign off of Facebook, get a pen and paper to take some notes. What you're about to see is nothing short of amazing. I'm going to be sharing a strategy that I guarantee none of your competitors are doing, but why not? Because what I'm going to show you is real work that no one in our industry is even thinking about. It's not even on their radar screen, but that's good news for you, right? Because you are not afraid to work, are you? It was actually an accident when I discovered that what I do to build and grow my Amazon business is so much different than anyone else. But why is that? I developed a certain set of skills in my earlier years in marketing on other channels, and these skills, thankfully, were easily translated into our Amazon business and have been instrumental in our very, very rapid and profitable growth. Today, you'll soon see how you can increase sales, profitability, organic ranking, reviews, reduce returns, eliminate bad reviews, build a real brand, and maximize your company's value when you go to sell it. And I do all of this using these special skills that no one else uses in our industry. To sum it up, sit up, pay attention, because in the next 90 minutes, you'll find several ways to quickly put more cash in your pocket. This is true whether you're doing wholesale, private label, FBM, or FBA. Let me ask you, are you ever getting tired of using the exact same approach that thousands and thousands of other sellers who took the same training as you are using? Yeah, I thought so. You're not alone. Okay. Some of you are saying, will there be a replay? Yes, there will be a replay, and you'll be able to access it with the same link you used to sign up. But I'm doing something very special in this live training that you will not find in the replay. So it's worth your time to stay here. Stay attentive. You will be rewarded. Fair enough? What is this? This is a one-of-a-kind seller session designed to help you create and utilize an asset that you already have, but you're not monetizing. I'm going to show you how to generate raving fans, generate more sales, ranking, and conversions. What you will see, you're going to find out exactly how we use this asset to generate 41% of our revenue historically. Let me say that again. 41 cents of every dollar that we've generated in all of our businesses came from this strategy. We're able to sell at higher prices, rank faster, sell our brands for the highest amount of cash when we exit. This has been so instrumental in the growth of our business. We just had to share it with you. How does this translate though? Well, if 41% of my revenue has been generated from this, that doesn't mean that you can simply add 41% to what you're doing now, right? Let's say I'm selling 100,000 per year, just for easy math. Let's do the math. If $40,000 of my revenue comes from this strategy, then effectively without this, I would only be selling 60,000 per year, right? Right. Well, if I add 40,000 to my 40, actually I should say 60,000 in sales, that's not 41% increase. It's a 67% increase in sales. Sounds a lot better too, doesn't it? Do the math yourself. Take 40 divided by 60, you're going to get 0.666666667, or let's just call it what it is, 67%. Now, can you really afford not to pay attention to what I'm saying? What would a 67% increase in your current sales mean for you? Exactly. So lend me your time and attention, and I'm going to show you a very simple way to transform what you're already doing. And even if I'm just half right, this will be worth a lot of extra cash for you very, very quickly. Let me give you a free book that changed my life when it comes to looking at these things. There's an old cliche in advertising, right? Only half of all advertising works. We just don't know which half. This book has been instrumental in my understanding and use of effective marketing that actually makes a profit. So go download it at postpurchasepro.com/free book and consume it as soon as you can, as it will create a monumental change in the way you not only use marketing, but also in the way that you view marketing as a consumer. See, I've been in the direct response game for quite some time. I've even won awards in direct response newspaper ads for the highest net return on advertising dollars spent on more than one occasion, like 36 to 1. Unbelievable. This old direct response television commercial, we ran this commercial back in 2010. This simple commercial was responsible for $27 million in sales for me in just 90 days. But here's the important part. Only 16.5 million came directly from the inbound sales generated from this commercial. The other 9.5 million, it was from what we call the back end. Remember, that's your secret phrase. But in all my past ventures on television, radio, newspapers, it was literally impossible to have a profitable business without a back-end marketing strategy. Don't worry, I'll explain how this applies to Amazon. But your business survival is dependent on creating a relationship with each and every customer. We placed this ad in over 4,000 newspapers every week across the US. The ad itself would barely break even on the front end, but it was responsible for over 100,000 in daily sales for our back-end marketing. How important is an email list? You see this simple little postcard, as ugly as it is, would generate over $500,000 in sales every single time we sent it, no matter how often it went out. Now, of course, you can't do something like this without a customer list, right? You want some sales proof? If I were you, I would. Check this out. $627,509 in sales in just one single day from this postcard. You'll soon see how we use these quote unquote old school strategies, but in a brand new way to increase our profitability in our Amazon business. And now you can too. Almost no one else in our industry is doing this. Now, I've had the privilege of hosting massive training events all over the world, like this one here in China. Maybe you've joined me at one of these. I've spoken on some large stages and trained other sellers on internet marketing. I've even sold out $25,000 masterminds like this one in Orlando. We've gotten to over $1 million per month in sales in our very first 2 years of starting our Amazon business. And to date, I've launched over 1,000 unique private label products on Amazon. So needless to say, but I'll go ahead and say it, I've learned a thing or three about what makes an Amazon business successful, and I'm sharing some of those exact tactics with you right now. Okay? Don't go anywhere. It's important that you know who you're talking to, who you're listening to. Here's the current balance in that account right now today. And you know what? These results, they're not based solely on the traffic that Amazon sends. No, we've been able to tap our marketing skills learned in other industries to produce even more sales by harvesting and growing a valuable customer list that we can use to send more traffic back to our listings on Amazon and generate additional sales on demand. We've been able to tap into email marketing to produce more and more sales that we now call post-purchase marketing. And 99.8% of other Amazon sellers are not even aware of this. This is what has truly made a difference in our business. Now, I want to warn you, this is email marketing in a whole new way. As they say, this is not your granddad's email marketing. So don't go anywhere, my friend. Here's a recent client win. These are Amazon sales generated by post-purchase emails, and they're growing month over month. This campaign launched in July. You can see the growth. Here are some other individual wins. My PPP keeps bringing orders for us. Works really well. At least 11 bought already today from our emails. This is crazy, right? Look, check out the conversion rate from the clicks. So we have 45 items ordered, right? Conversion rate of 70%. Adam says, really amazing. Just need to continue warming the list. And it gets better and better. So you ask me, Sean, does email marketing really work? I, for one, don't like to receive junk mail. I'm the first to look for the unsubscribe button. Does it work? Or are you jerking my chain here? Here's how serious I am. I'll bet my entire livelihood that you can take all of my cash and drop me in the middle of a cornfield in Iowa. And as long as I have an email list, I guarantee you I can make it rain cash. That is how convicted I am about email marketing and the success that it's able to generate. See, email marketing, it doesn't get a lot of attention in most businesses. Amazon sends most of us sellers enough traffic to survive. And we have gotten tremendous results from following up with emails. We see an amazing amount of engagement. We see huge opt-in rates and click-throughs to our listing that result in more and more sales. But it's important. You have to approach email in the right way if you're in the Amazon game. Okay? We continue to see consistently better open rates on emails and repeat sales than anyone else I know. It didn't all start out this glorious for me, though. All right, let me just fall on the sword. I started selling roses in high school in this van on the streets of central Indiana when I was just 16 years old. I was able to sell my first business at 27 to make my first million. And when we first began our post-purchase Amazon marketing, we started getting checks in the mail every single day like this pile. Don't worry though, there are no checks involved in what I'm sharing, but we're still seeing success from these exact same principles 20 years later. Here's my why. This is why I do what I do. This is my wife, Crystal, and our 4 children, Haley, Cash, Moses, and Heaven. And if you like the names, give me credit. I named every one of them. But this is not about me. This is about you. This is about giving you the fundamentals for growth. And I'm talking about growth that comes without any real effort on your part. Pent-up growth that you probably didn't even know existed. It's like imagine walking in out your door right now and finding a huge pile of cash. But I've made my money doing this stuff, not by teaching it. So I want to make you a promise. Here's my first promise. I'll show you how you can easily harvest your customers' real emails and contact information. And in a way that is 100% compliant, it's within Amazon's terms of service, and your customers, they'll actually be excited to opt into your list. See, we found over the long haul that our customer emails have an average value of $2 each per month. Let that soak in. We've automatically created more sales and profits for our businesses using this valuable email list. And as you know, we've done this to the tune of 41% of our gross revenue. Let me make another promise to you. I'm going to show you why it's important to have a systematic flow for your entire sales process and how to organize it for maximum sales and profits. Because the sales process, it should never be just one and done. We are not in a transactional business. We are in a relationship business, or at least we should be. With a real relationship, you have to remember, you're able to go back to your customer anytime you want and generate more sales. Our flow looks something like this. We have a deliberate journey that our customers travel each and every time they enter our sales process. It's this kind of journey that can deliver you results over and over and over, and you never wear out your customer list. Here's my third promise. I'm going to show you how and why you should manage your customer list to create the maximum value for your business. You're going to need to remove what we call deadbeat names from your list and constantly scrub and clean your list to get those names off of there. The idea is to only keep those hyper responsive and highly engaged customers on the list who actually look forward to seeing and opening your messages and enjoy doing more business with you and your brand. Finally, my fourth promise, you'll soon understand that what you say to a customer has a very, very dramatic and different effect on what he or she will or will not do for you. We have to remember, your customer is a real person, just like you and I. We have to speak to your customer in a language that makes sense for your brand and your industry. In fact, every single word needs to be deliberately placed to force action on their part. In other words, do what we want them to do. It starts with copywriting. Most sellers, you're afraid to write to your customers. You don't know what to say, you don't know how to say it, when to say it, or how much to say it, or if what you're saying is even compliant or within Amazon terms of service. Some of us, we even try to overwhelm our customers by writing an essay in every single message. We need to focus on a clear and concise message that promotes an exact action. Think about this. Remember back end sales? The magic phrase? In all of my past businesses, we depended on all after sale activities for our survival. If we didn't produce revenue after the initial contact, then we would simply not survive in business because it simply cost way too much to acquire a new customer. Now, I assumed when I started at Amazon that all Amazon sellers knew and understood this when we started. We soon found out that only 1 out of 100, if that, were even aware of this. In 2014, Amazon was much easier. Sellers would receive enough buyer traffic from Amazon alone to survive. But what about today? Now, in today's ever-changing landscape on Amazon, we need to do more to not only compete, but to exist. Because without a clear back-end marketing plan, you, like me, are leaving 41% of your revenue for some other seller to come and grab in your place. You simply cannot afford to put your head in the sand and pretend anymore. Here's what happened. Out of ignorance and a whole lot of luck, we approached Amazon similar to my past business and put a ton of value on our back end. The results have been remarkable. How would you like to receive a pile of extra checks every single week without any real effort? All you have to do is deposit them. Now, of course, you won't be receiving checks from these tactics, but you can do like I do and send your buyer traffic back to your Amazon listing that will produce more sales and longer lasting results. We discovered this after depositing exactly $423,696 in checks. Crazy, right? Now we send our traffic directly back to Amazon every single time. Now you can see the power in this, can't you? Now, I've tried to teach this stuff in several countries like China, Singapore, Russia, Israel, Mexico, and of course the US, and I keep hearing the same excuses over and over again. Sean, where do I start? Well, number one, my friend, you can't do anything without a customer list. And I'm not just talking about a list of transactions from Amazon. You need real, living, and breathing list of humans that like you. They've already heard of you. They know you, they like you, they trust you, and they want to do more business with you. It's a customer list. Here's what I know about customer lists. Customer lists are valued in many ways. The 3 most common metrics for value are this: recency, frequency, and value. Now, do you want to know where I learned these skills that give us an unfair advantage on Amazon? Here's an example. This simple ad produced over $9 million in profits for me in just 8 weeks. What's the secret to the success? You already know the answer. Back-end offers. You see, we sold an additional unit for $99. We upgraded to express shipping for $29, sold 90-day tech support for $49, and extended warranty for $59, and tons of other upsells. Now, here's the funny part. An inside employee whom I trust knocked me off, meaning copied my business model and success with this ugly, atrocious ad. But you know what? He even sold the same product at a higher price, but he didn't make any profits. Why? Because it had no back end. Have you ever copied an Amazon product that you've seen selling? Copy the listing, but you couldn't make it profitable. I know I have. Have you ever launched a new listing on Amazon and lost money while your competitors seem to thrive? Ever wondered why they can sell at a lower price and still make huge profits? Well, what's the difference? Let's take a look. My netbook business, I sold for $159. My inside knockoff employee scumbag competitor, whom I actually like today, sold it for $179. My cost $53, same cost of goods. Cost of selling, this is the advertising, $100, same. Cost for shipping, nearly the same. But my profit per order was $119, while his gross profit was $1. Let's think about that. I have to pause to stay hydrated or I'll lose my voice later, so pardon me. Now, these numbers are before customer returns. How in the world is this possible? You ready for the answer? It's called average order values. The average order value, that is, how much did the customer spend before they hung up the phone? For me, was $312. This scumbag employee, whom I like now, was $179. $179 because of the upsells and back end marketing. We had an entire sales process that leveraged our relationship immediately with each caller and provided more offers and more value, increasing our average order value and effectively the LTV or lifetime value of each caller. These additional and more profitable sales continue to come in well after we stopped tracking them. We would sell more products immediately to our customers and other products over the next several months. I profited 9 million. The scumbag that I know now lost money. This is exactly, my friend, how we approach Amazon today. While other sellers only focus on the initial order, is that you? Let me ask you, think about this for just a moment. Do you make sales on Amazon to create customers? Or do you create customers to make sales? Let me ask that again. Do you make sales on Amazon to create customers? Or do you create customers to make sales? This is one of those things that you can be taught over and over before you ever learn it. This question should awaken something in you that says, hey, maybe I'm not taking my business as serious as I could be. Now, this is just one example of how a customer list can be created, of how valuable a customer relationship can be, and why you should treat each new buyer as a customer instead of a transaction, and why Amazon doesn't want to share this important information with us. This is exactly why the Dollar Shave Club sold for over $1 billion in cash. It's the customer list. Remember this: customer lifetime value. Each customer that gets introduced to your business or your brand, your product, has a lifetime value associated with them, whether you know it or not. Now, do you think Amazon knows the total value of all the purchases that you've made as a consumer to date? You bet your butt they do. That's why 41% over time, 41% of our revenues come from everything that we do after the initial purchase. This is true across the board in all my businesses for both physical and digital products. Now, after interviewing other high-level sellers like myself, the same rings true for them. Are you leaving 41% on the table? I sure hope not. In this custom sales funnel, we were selling a product. Are you ready? With an upfront offer of just $39. $39! But you can see over time that our average order value was over $670 in just 2 months from March through May. Now, look at this recent screenshot of our Amazon backend sales, where we accidentally sold an additional 1,082 items and generated over 25 grand in revenue that we didn't even have to work for. This is another example of what you can do when given the knowledge and tools, but never without a customer list. Here, we were able to instantly send our Amazon offer to over 50,000 contacts, resulted in 2,333 clicks back to our listing in just 1 week, and generated over $8,000 in extra sales. This took me all of 1 minute to deploy. You cannot do this without a list, my friend. It doesn't work. We discovered very quickly the secret sauce to our faster growth, better ranking, higher prices and more reviews, and higher business valuation on exit was due to our back-end marketing approach. With a customer list, the first order is just the beginning. We are not a transactional business relying solely on the traffic provided by Amazon search. Now, since we've already acquired the customer on Amazon, each additional sale is even more profitable. And we significantly lower our cost of selling and see higher conversions from our customers every time. Here's another case study. In this example, we used a real customer email list of buyers who purchased one of our Trump 2020 souvenirs. We sold this product on Amazon, and our customer list consisted of only about 11,000 people. But it produced crazy results for us in a 2-week test. I was able to generate $9,800 in additional profits from 11,000 names. Think about that. You can see there are 11,000 people. Only about half of those were active. That means they opened one single email in the previous 30 days. Only about a little more than half of those were what I call hyperactive, where they just clicked one link in one email in 30 days. Not very great, right? Only a handful of those converted to buyers because we have to constantly sift and sort them with offers. Here are the results. 962,679 emails sent in my 15-day test. You can see from May 1st through May 15th, that resulted in almost 10,000 in sales. There's 1,500 from one offer, 8,000 from another, 115 from another, 199 from another, total $9,971.44 from 11,000 names. This means, put a pencil to it, that every single name on my list is worth about $1.80 every month. Every 30-day opener was worth $3.62. My clickers are worth $7.66 each month. And every name on my list of 11,000 is worth $21.60 every year. So if you had just 1,000 names, that's an extra 21 grand in your pocket every year. Now you can see the true power in this, can't you? Now, even though the idea seems simple, you'll soon see how it's applicable to your Amazon business. This is insanely effective and profitable. But is harvesting a customer list against Amazon terms of service? Well, it depends on how you do it. Most sellers are nervous at first about using a product insert to get opt-ins. Why? Because we've all heard war stories about sellers who try to use inserts to get reviews. Not good. We'll show you how to use inserts in a way that is not only compliant, but it's loved by Amazon because you're going to be providing amazing customer service and delivering massive value. This means less returns, fewer negative reviews, and more happy repeat customers. Now, before we start the next training, let's talk about what most sellers do. Most sellers have no list at all, or shame on you if you have a list that's not used. You purchase email pins, you don't know what to do with them. I'll explain that coming up. You're afraid to send marketing emails. You don't know what to say in your message. You think this is against terms of service or against spam laws, or you think your customers are going to report you to Amazon. Bull. What we do differently is deliver value, and a lot of it, just like you're witnessing right now today on this special seller session. I'm giving you tons of value that you can use in your business, and I didn't ask for anything in return. See, if you continuously serve your customer with ongoing value, then a whole new world opens up, and the sky truly is the limit, especially when it comes to growth. Why do you think that every single fast food company now practically gives you a free meal just to download their app? It's because they want a reliable way to reach you, to deliver ongoing value, and dare I say, marketing. Think about it. Go get the app if you're hungry. Other sellers that we've seen and worked with, you produce a very poor insert that gets almost no opt-ins. You send poorly worded emails that never get opened. You have no copywriting skills. You get stuck and you quit after your first email gets no opens. You're unable to produce real results because you're sending emails with no clear call to action and you give up too soon. It's often, honestly, very painful to see what you're sending in your product inserts and in your email messaging. Now let's get started with some more valuable content. Remember my first promise? I'll show you how you can easily harvest your customers' real emails and contact information in a way that is 100% compliant within Amazon terms of service, and your customers will actually be excited to opt into your list. And no, It doesn't cost anything. When it comes to harvesting customer contacts, first of all, this can never, ever, ever be about you. You are the only one who's concerned about you. This has to legitimately, honestly be 100% about the customer experience. You have to provide obvious value here, and you always have to give before you can receive. You have to make this a no-brainer for the customer. What we do with inserts is unique. We tell the customer what's in it for them, like McDonald's, get a free meal. Okay, I'll take it. It's not, let me blow up your phone with marketing messages. No thanks. We provide a good reason to take notice, a better reason to stop and take action, and we make it very easy to follow and provide customer service like this. Important. Not all widgets are created equal. In order to ensure your safety and prevent avoiding your warranty, you should watch our short safety instructional video now at widgetsafety.com. Just an example. Not about you. Give. Here's what we've seen from you. Opt into my list. Let me email you. Write me a product review. Me. Would you leave us a product review on Amazon? No, Johnny Seller. Would you like to join my mailing list? No, Susie Seller. Would you want to sign up and get a free item? No, Pat Seller. Or the worst, I actually received this in a purchase recently. Great effort, but wrong approach. Don't ever leave it up to your supplier to create your inserts. Product inserts are the most effective way to build a hyper-responsive list, the most valuable customer contact to have. They're very recent. They have actually asked to join your list. They're trained to open your emails. When you train your customers to open and you send content that actually benefits them, your email service provider increases your sender reputation, so your emails actually get delivered instead of showing up in spam. We start training our customers from email number one. Look at this, 91% open rates from a very first engagement. How do we do that? By setting the tone of the relationship and leading the customer down a strategic path. Before you get started, this is never about sending a ton of messages that are meaningless babblings about you and your brand, providing no value for the receiver, or drafting a multi-week sequence just to please yourself and fill up your calendar. We're not trying to win some award that doesn't exist. I'm not trying to make it pretty and shiny so you feel good about it. This is about controlling the conversation, setting the pace, creating a deliberate path through value delivery, and providing value first always before you ever ask for a favor. And you have to stick with that delivery. This is always about creating repeat and more profitable orders on Amazon, lowering your returns, decreasing the amount of negative reviews you get, and increasing your page rank with high quality traffic. Lower your advertising costs, increase your profitability, and create a more valuable business. And yes, this works well for non-recurring or non-consumable products too. What we like to create is what we call a slippery slope, where every interaction we have with our customer is very strategic and deliberately leads to the next action. We create a situation where each step is thought out and leads them to continue an exact process, leading to a specific goal that you have in mind for them. This unique process should always compel your customers to fall in love with your brand, like in this flow. You should create a unique and more profitable relationship with each and every customer and along every step of your flow. Now, at first, this flow looks intricate and confusing, but this step-by-step process is actually developed over time. It's tested continuously and tweaked for maximum results. All right, let's move on. What about email appends? Okay, well, recently email appends have gotten a lot of attention. What are email appends? I'm glad you asked. These are the email addresses that are generated using certain data points that are compared across massive, sophisticated databases to come up with a match. All right. In other terms, Amazon gives you a certain amount of data on your transactions. You can upload that data to a company like Bullfrog Data, and they're able to take that limited amount of data given by Amazon and they'll match those to real email addresses in about half of all cases. Now, we partnered with some of the biggest providers in our industry for email appends, and yes, this still works, and yes, this is legal, and yes, it's still effective. We suggest, however, that you test this by only going back up to 6 months before rolling out across the board in order to lower your risk. Now, you cannot contact these companies and get email appends. What you can do is contact us and we will make inroads for you as a personal introduction. Email appends are frowned upon in a lot of circles, but are they valuable? Yes, if you have a plan and if you control the messaging. We've seen opt-in rates over 80% on email appends. But listen, time erodes the value of all email lists. The longer the email contact is idle, the less valuable they are. Remember, recency, frequency, and value. How recent did they purchase? How many times have they purchased? What's the total value and aggregate of their purchases? Look at these recent results. Look at these open rates. Email 1, 88%. Email 2, 2.8%. Now, which list do you think is older? Which list has never been trained? I think the answer is obvious. Email appends are the fastest way to get started in Amazon email marketing, the only way to capture historical data without an insert, and can be monetized easily when orchestrated correctly. Sounds like a tongue twister. This is one of the only business assets that you can purchase right now and see an immediate increase in your business value. But don't wait. This quote unquote loophole has gone away before and it will again. We do have access to a recent loophole and backdoor access to help you retrieve this valuable data if you'll just send an email to CS for customer support at postpurchasepro.com. We'll give you an introduction to a trusted partner in the data business. Now, this will only work for past purchases, but you must already have access to Amazon's data through an API partner. All right, just ask, we'll give you the details. This is like the backroom strategy that you really don't want out in the public. If you're with me. Okay, let's move on. It's nearly impossible for most sellers to get access to this data now, but we do currently have a solution for you. Yes, there's a legal approach to appending emails that is not against the law. In a lot of cases, you'll actually be sending to an email address that is not even associated with Amazon. We all use several email addresses. The more emails you have per customer, the better your chances of reaching them. The recent slap from Amazon, though, takes away the customer data that we used to see in our Seller Central. And we could download this before. This means more control from Amazon, less control from you. Look at this new download compared to the old one. Where did all this valuable data go? Oh, Jeffy, he's keeping it to himself. As a third-party seller on Amazon, I always feel like I'm fighting, don't you? Don't make the mistake of stopping here, though. You must get a product insert going ASAP. This is a little harder to do than appends, takes a little longer, but it's much more valuable over the long run. This stuff seems easy enough to do, doesn't it? Let's jump into some more goodies right now, shall we? Remember my second promise? I'll show you how and why you should manage your customer list to create the maximum value for your business. We call it list management. Here are the fundamentals: deliverability, open rates, reputation. You have to remember that not all SMTPs are equal. Deadbeat email addresses are worthless, and you can and should spike the results. That is, stack the cards in your favor. Every single piece of this marketing campaign has a job to do. An email's job is to get delivered. If your message isn't delivered, then nothing else matters. If your message is not open, then it cannot produce sales. If your message is delivered, open, and not clicked, then thanks to reporting, tagging, and segmenting software, not all is lost. Everything has a job. What's the job of the SMTP? It's to deliver your message. These are the Gmails of the world, the Mailchimps, the Hotmails. You're going to need a good sender reputation to get this done, though, and this won't happen overnight. You have to start small and grow your reputation organically. What's the job of the subject line of your email? You guessed it. It's to get your message opened. That's why we always split test every single subject line over another, always trying to beat our control. That's an important part of optimization. We never settle for average open rates, and we're always swiping and deploying the best subject lines that we see. If something pops up in your inbox and you're like, wow, that got my attention, I opened it. If you can apply that into your business, swipe and deploy, but never bait and switch. That is, always be sure that your message is congruent with your subject line. Otherwise, you're going to upset some people. Here are results from where we recently split tested the email subject line. I want you to guess which one of these subject lines, as an Amazon seller, which one of these got the best open rates, A, B, or C? Because if you don't split test, chances are you're going to get it wrong most of the time. Can you guess which one got the best open rates? Because without testing, we could have been stuck with only 25% of the opens. Some of you say C, A, B, C, B, C, C. B, A? Well, not very many A's, but for those of you that chose A, you're right. A won the contest. How much? 400%. 400% more opens. What if, like you, I chose C? Then 75% of the traffic back to my listing I would never seen. 75%. This stuff's not brain surgery and it's not rocket science, or rocket surgery and brain science, whichever it is. I like to say that backwards. These results are real. Everything must be split tested and optimized as you go forward. In fact, I never, ever, ever send an email, not even the email that you received to get to this webinar was split tested, because in most cases you're wrong. When you find a winner like A, that becomes your control, and you're always trying to split test and find a better option. Never be satisfied. All right, so what's the job of the email's first sentence? It's to get the reader to move to the second sentence. We try to create the slippery slope effect here as well. Now, once a reader is invested in the message because it's interesting, it's relevant, and it's beneficial, easy to read, most of us will finish the task. Look at this example. These two messages start off with the exact same text, but which one seems more inviting, organized, easy to read? The large and daunting looking block of text here on the left just screams, "Don't read me. I'm difficult and time consuming." But look at this. Exact same message, but in a format that's much friendlier. Wouldn't you agree? It's a process, my friend. It's not your job to write a book. We all like easy to read, concise, and to the point messages that deliver obvious value, but why do we always seem to want to write a newsletter when we send an email to our customers and expect busy people like you and I to digest every single word? It ain't going to happen. Be nice to your prospects and respect their time. Every word, every piece of white space, each punctuation needs to be deliberate and have a simple goal in mind. Keeping in mind that every goal requires its own step-by-step process. Remember Henry Ford? Too many choices causes confusion. Henry Ford kept it very simple. He says, you can have any color you want as long as it's what? Black. Don't give your prospects too much to do or too many choices, or they won't do anything. A confused customer does not take action. You need one simple message in each email, easy to read, easy to understand, with one simple call to action request. Don't ask them to follow you on TikTok or like you on Facegram or like you on Snapbook. Just one simple action that's easy to follow. Done. When you have a list that's highly engaged, looks forward to your messages, acts on your requests, and stays subscribed, you can get much more accomplished than you can with a giant list and no open rates with high unsubscribes. In fact, I'll take a hyperactive list of 1,000 raving fans, over 1 million emails or Facebook likes any day of the week. Remember, I said you could spike the results and stack the deck in your favor? In the beginning, make sure your emails are delivered at a high rate and that your emails are opened and clicked. How? Send it to a short list of friends and family first and alert them, hey, I'm going to send you this email. I need you to open it quickly and click the link that's in it. If you do, the SMTP will view you as relevant and trustworthy sender. Little by little, then create a situation where your customer needs to go check your email now to claim the value you promised. Now, of course, that email includes a link to click in order to deliver that promise. Let me give you an example. Sign up here to receive X. I sign up. Don't take me to X. Okay? Take me to W first and say, okay, thank you for requesting. I just sent you an important email. Go check your email now to claim what I promised. And then that email will link me to X. Right? That extra step proves to the SMTP that you are a valuable sender, that you're sending relevant emails, that they're important and valuable. Now, I bet you can see yourself doing this stuff, can't you? Now, before we move on to the next segment, I want you to promise me, Eric, and all of you, promise me that you'll take action today. Take action on something you've seen today. That's fair enough, isn't it? Remember my next promise? You'll soon understand that what you say to a customer has a very dramatic effect on what they will or will not be willing to do. We call it copywriting. Let's just admit it right now. Most sellers don't know what to say, how to say it, when to say it, or how often to say it. You have to learn to sell. Because when you can communicate a simple message in a way that proves that you are the authority on the matter and compels the listener to act in a manner that benefits them, and they will act to the extent that they would not have acted were you not involved, then and only then can you write copy. If not, hire someone who can. Because copywriting is salesmanship in print. Copywriting can be leveraged to speak to the masses and turns the entire conversation around in your favor. Used to deliver desired results and can be duplicated over and over and over. In my experience, I've seen fortunes being made with one single simple sales message that's delivered expertly over and over again. Fact. We use an acronym. To keep it simple, AIDA is a simple to follow acronym that you can use whenever you're writing sales copy. A for attention, I for interest, D for desire, A for action. Here's an example. Here's a simple little classified ad that made me a small fortune a few years ago. Diabetics on Medicare. Okay, you got my attention. You're entitled to diabetic footwear at no cost to you each year. Now I'm interested. Claim yours today before the rules change again. A little bit of desire. Call now and set up a free in-home fitting. Action. Get my attention, spark my interest, create desire, and tell me what the heck to do. That's it. With that basic fundamental acronym, AIDA, you can move mountains with your sales copy. When's the best time to start? Now is the best time to get this stuff going. Even if you already have a giant list or you don't have one single customer email. Now is when you should get going because the cost of inaction is just too painful for most. Again, can you really afford to leave 67% more on the table? I know you're going to make mistakes. We all do. But if you had a river of cash streaming by your house, would you just watch it pass by? Warren Buffett says opportunities come infrequently. When it rains gold, put out the bucket, not the thimble. Grab a bucket and scoop up your share. Because if your first promotions are not ugly and embarrassing, then I'm sorry to tell you, you waited too long to get started on this. In fact, if you're not making mistakes, then you're not doing enough testing to effectively grow your business. Get your bucket ready. It's time to scoop up your share of additional, more profitable sales on Amazon using these strategies. But you have to speak to your customers differently. We have to use what we call segmentation. We have customers, we have prospects, we have frequent buyers. Here's some other segmentation ideas. Which product I purchased? Cart abandonments? How long since my last purchase? Here's a sample segmentation based on the product purchase, where each product has its own respective list. And this segmentation is based on orders placed. Those who purchase more often are treated differently. This segmentation is based on the most recent orders. Customers who order most recently are more valuable. And finally, abandoned carts. Would you not agree that if someone seen your offer, entered the payment information, and then disappeared, that person is much more valuable than someone who just browsed your products? Remember the lifetime customer value? Customers who spend the most are more valuable than those who only buy a little. These customers should get higher ticket offers, and more frequently while they're hot. They should also get the best customer service. You have to consider mobile versus desktop, the structure, the look, the feel. It's different. Traffic from mobile phones needs to see something that's friendly for a mobile device. Like here. Consider that. The content has to be relevant. If you include content that is relevant to your customer's interest, then you'll get much better open rates, lower unsubscribes, lower spam reports, and they actually look forward to opening your messages. And then there's cadence. How often do you send? We like to use this formula. Content, 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 then offer. That means give, 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 then ask. Or jab, 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 then right hook. You need to set the frequency and stick to it. Always be showing up and be front of mind. And don't forget to give value. It's not about you. It's about them. Urgency. When you write any email offer, you must include urgency. Action must be taken within a certain amount of time, or the buyers will procrastinate. Without urgency, they will just not act because They, like you and I, think we can just wait until a later date to make the decision. So you must always give them a good reason to act now. Don't be afraid to incentivize them. Give buyers a good reason to act or reward them to act. In many cases, we can simply use a promotional code for our Amazon products. Go save 10 to 25% off right now. This promotional code ends at midnight. You could also offer complimentary bundles, multi-unit discounts, or buy one, get one. We call it the fundamental 14, okay, or F14. For all of our Amazon products, we start off with 14 very specific emails with deliberate CTAs. That's call to action. These emails are specifically designed to maximize our reviews, ranking, and sales on Amazon. An organized follow-up sequence is very important. Once you test and optimize your follow-ups, you need to be sure that no customers missed out by automatically adding new customers to the sequence. Here's a sample email flow and positioning behind each goal. Email 1. Let's look at some quick samples of what we've used in past campaigns. This is not one size fits all. You can see that as a marketer, we have several goals, but only one call to action. We're setting them up for our next action step with specific language designed to move them to our next mutually beneficial step, since they won't take the action on their own. It's your job. What about unhappy customer? If your customer's not happy, first, immediately remove them from your list so they don't get the rest of your email sequence. Second, overwhelm them with value so they don't leave a review at all. Offer to let them keep the product and a refund. Send a replacement and give them a bonus. Send them a replacement with a $10 gift card and a handwritten note. You get the idea. Email number 3. As you can see, each email should have a goal. Each new message should build off the last goal and lead your customer down a well-thought journey, ultimately producing the result that you desire while delivering continued value. Your sequence should always revolve around your brand and your goals for your business. The F14 sequence is just the beginning, though. We never stop engaging with our customers. We send weekly emails to keep our list warm and responsive. That way we can generate sales and ranking continuously. In our business, Post-Purchase Pro, we actually have a 40 email sequence just to get folks warmed up and acclimated. 40. Ridiculous, right? You're loving this so far, aren't you? All right. Who also wants to learn some more very effective, simple to implement strategies to move your business far beyond what you ever thought possible? You ever heard the phrase, you just don't know what you don't know? Wait, maybe there's even a better way. How about a done for you solution by Post-Purchase Pro? Now, I've shown you some great strategies already, but allow me just a few more minutes and I'll show you how you can get a pro to do all this for you and how we can save you 95% off the real cost, how to get an entire world-class marketing team working on your behalf for less than you can possibly imagine. 10 grand, 10,000 bucks. This is the minimum that we've ever charged for this type of high-end marketing work. But wait, I'm about to unveil to you a brand new approach that allows you to get the same amount of work done for you for a tiny, tiny fraction of what it's really worth. Instead of paying 10 grand or 25 grand like these happy clients, you can get the same level of work done completely for you by us and for less than you're probably spending on gas every week. And you don't even need to leave home. Just look at this list of transactions. Ridiculous, right? But first, let's see what these high-priced clients are actually getting. A completely customized and designed professional product insert. One that's designed and optimized to convert. Designed for the brands that you sell. With the language used in your niche based on millions of inserts we've already sent and opt-ins of over 83% in some cases, but that's not all. Also, a professionally designed, customized sales funnel. What? Always designed for the brands that you sell. Scripted, deployed, hosted, and managed for you based on 25 years of experience across our brands and our clients' funnels. We already know what works for maximum opt-ins. Look at this sample customer flow that delivers ongoing value and produces more controlled repeat sales. That's what I'm talking about. A complete fundamental 14 email sequence designed to kick off your email marketing, engage your customers, build trust in your brand, and train your customers to look forward to hearing from you again and again. It will compel actions that drive your business and brand. Weekly and monthly promotional emails that keep your contacts warm, help drive sales to your offers, spike all the metrics that drive ranking on Amazon, and allows you to see real life return on investment dollar for dollar. Consistent and ongoing management of your list, both new and old, purging of non-active contacts, cleaning deadbeat contacts from your list, daily reputation management, expert copywriting that gets top click-through rates, our exclusive and battle-tested 7 email product sequence known as Pro 7 Launch. You get unlimited on demand for you whenever you need it for launching a new product, all customized for your brand. Finally, be able to launch new products without costly giveaways. This permanently eliminates the need for a rebate launch. If you hate rebate launches and giving away your inventory for free, just type boo in the question box. Who hates rebate launches? This means you can use our proven product launch sequence to launch to your own customer list profitably and as many times as you want for new or old products. The average seller spends $34,000 per year on rebates. Pro 7 launch is free to use. Stop giving away your inventory to people who will never buy from you. This alone pays for PPP many times over every year. Get unlimited use for our clients. A detailed monthly report that shows your list growth month over month, your email sends, engagements, open rates, click-through rates, actual sales on Amazon driven solely from your emails. You get a side-by-side comparison showing what your real ROI is, and ongoing valuation of your customer list as an asset for your company. This valuation is based on all the key metrics that we're tracking for you. Here's a look at a sample report from us. This kind of detail is priceless. This is only the high-level stuff, though. This also includes all the expert copywriting that you would never be willing to pay a fair market price for. All the integrations required to keep everything connected. The seamless transfer of assets when you go to sell your business. Market research for your niche for best opt-ins based on real data from masses and millions of emails that we've already sent. We've already split tested. We already know what your customer wants to see, hear, and get, and we can do it for you. Imagine this. Most Amazon sellers can't pay or won't pay $10,000 per month for this high-level marketing service, even if you realize that you need it to survive. Hiring us for this level of work is just not feasible for most. So we have a solution that prevents Amazon from getting richer at your expense. Instead, we found a way to help the masses and to help you with our brand new approach to this work. Who else wants to see now how you can get all of this and hire an expert world-class Amazon marketing team that works every single day on your behalf, even while you sleep? And the best part, you don't even need to provide an office space, payroll, benefits, or even lend a hand because it's all done for you, completely hands off on your part. This is completely done for you, hands off with no further input from you. This means we are doing all this work on your behalf for your brand, all for just $1,000. Instead of $10,000 per month, which is $120,000 per year, like hundreds of others, this is like buying dollars at a discount. This is only possible due to our new delivery system. You can pay 120 grand if you want to, but why would you? All for just $1,000 a month. You want to know how we're able to deliver all this on a platter every single month for just 1,000? As if it isn't already a no-brainer. Don't go anywhere. In a few minutes, I'm going to make this even better. In fact, I'm going to make you an offer so ridiculous that you'll have no other choice but to accept it. How in the world can I get high quality work like this all done for just $1,000? That's what you're thinking right now. This will blow your mind. But listen up. When we first started this, our old pricing model was pay 10 grand a month or pay us 25% of the increase in revenue that we produce. Sounds great, right? It was a terrible idea. Now, of course, 81% of you chose option 2 so that you could limit your risk. But 72% of you decided that after 3 to 4 months of action, you've seen the power in what we do, so you want out. You don't want out of the program. Heck no, you want out of your 25% commitment, since we produce an obscene amount of additional revenue that you would have otherwise never seen. It added up to more money than you want to pay, and honestly, more than we feel comfortable taking. Our results are so good, it cost you way too much. So we changed everything and retooled our approach. This is good for you because now we've adopted this. Just invest 12 grand and you're in. But wait, we'll even let you break it up into 12 payments of $1,000. 1,000 a month for 12 months, and we just do it all for you. This way you won't feel much pain financially until we have long since produced amazing results for you. Insane offer, right? This gives you an obviously great return on your investment, and we're very, very good at what we do. So we develop all kinds of systems for getting you the absolute best results that has already been paid for by our earlier and very happy, mind you, clients. We're able to quickly leverage for you the results of endless split testing that's already been done. This makes our job a bit easier and your results a whole lot better. Just let your bank account prove it to you and prove it to you in a couple of months. Does that make sense? What we found is we're able to leverage the wins we've already seen on your behalf to lower our initial workload and provide a much greater return on your investment. Your $1,000 investment covers our hard cost staff, software, integrations, time, and talent, and puts some profits in our pockets so everyone wins. Sound fair enough? Remember, we still need to create all of your assets from scratch. We need to research your market to deliver the best results. We need to study your product to find the best solution for a product insert that will actually convert for you. Build and host your entire customer acquisition funnel, that is your website. Yes, we build an entire website for you that will segment your list and deliver high value based on the promises you've made to your customers. We still need to script all of your messages to systematically move them through your sales processes and 4 distinct phases that we've identified: customer experience, indoctrination, create raving fans, and cross-sell your other products. We still need to track all of these messages and links for valid reporting. We need to make changes on the fly after split testing and tweaking your messages for maximum benefit to you, and provide unlimited 7-day Pro 7 launches as you need them. We still manage your customer list day to day, saving you money and guarantee maximum value of your new asset. We have to manage the reputation so that your emails get inboxed. We manage all of your integrations with our trusted partners and split test your offers tirelessly across millions of orders to find all your best customers for future growth. This means you can deploy our unique Pro 7 launch at any time, as often as you need it, to relaunch old product or launch new products without ever needing to give away one single item. Amazing. We do all this and basically all the work that you'd rather not tackle. Pretty smart on your part. Imagine what your friends will think when they see the results. They'll say, how are you able to sell higher, rank faster, and build a more valuable business through email marketing? Where do you find the time? But only you will know the secret. We have 346 unique steps to onboarding your business. This is a huge amount of work, as you can imagine. This is a real, personal, and human approach to creating valuable digital assets that belong to you and your business. You're always in control. This is not some cookie cutter template program that's one size fits all. You're getting the benefit of data collected from the masses that will be quickly deployed into your business, giving you the maximum results. What do you think happens when we discover a new email subject line that blows away everything else we tried? Of course, we swipe and deploy that subject line on your behalf too. Remember the split test I showed you that quadrupled our email open rates? We see these breakthroughs every single day. Post-Purchase Pro provides you all the advantages of not only our experience, but also the collective experience of thousands of campaigns, all being managed in one place. What works for others will likely work for you too, right? Let us free up your time and allow you to focus on what you do best. Finally get the email marketing off of your to-do list so you can stop worrying about when or how you'll get started. Stop ignoring this very important part of your business. Remember, this is less about acquiring new customers for you and more about making your existing customers much more valuable. What all do you get? Inserts designed, inserts launched. You get a custom website sales funnel designed, built, and hosted. You get all the integrations set up and managed. You get Mailchimp accounts set up and managed. You get your custom fundamental 14 email sequence scripted, email sequence automated for you. You're also getting to add new products anytime. You get our Pro 7 launch on demand, weekly marketing emails, ongoing list management, sender reputation management. You get monthly growth and asset report. We show you exactly what we're doing and what that's worth to your business in real dollars and cents. We do continuous split testing. Never satisfied with the results. No matter how good, we're always getting better. It only starts with the warm up. That fundamental 14, after your initial fundamental 14 emails, we custom script and schedule ongoing drip emails, a minimum of 2 per month. And these emails always offer value to your customers and keep your brand top of mind. We use these emails to cultivate a real relationship that produces more sales, but that's not all. You can add multiple brands under your PPP account too at no additional cost. And you always own this traffic. Meaning, yes, you can send your buyer traffic to anywhere you'd like after we get you completely optimized on Amazon. Now, allow me to put this into perspective for you. For the exact same amount of work that our $10,000 per month client gets, you can now have for just 10% of the cost. And you'll get the newly added benefits of detailed monthly reports that show exactly what's going on behind the scenes with real sales figures that can be allocated directly back to your marketing efforts. Finally, see your true ROI in dollars and cents. And don't forget the Pro 7 launches. We will leverage your list to launch your new products so you can stop giving away your inventory for ranking. Remember, our average seller spends $34,000 per year on rebates. So this alone pays for the price of admission. You'll get the same level of commitment to your success through post-purchase marketing and with a team that makes your success our shared responsibility for just $1,000 per month. Crazy, I know, but it's about to get even better. Believe it or not, don't go anywhere. Let me ask you a question. What if the only thing we did for you was design a professional customized product insert based on years of experience that converts at the highest rate, adding thousands of customers to your contact list every single month? If that's all we did, would that make it worth $1,000? Absolutely it would. What if the only thing we did for you was use our professional copywriting skills to create high converting email sequences for your brand that increases your sales, your profitability, increases ranking reviews, and virtually eliminates bad reviews? And you can deploy these custom emails anytime you want forever. Would that make it worth $1,000? What if the only thing that we ever did was design and launch a professional customer acquisition funnel, step-by-step website for you that will automatically sift and sort your customers in a way that allows you to squeeze the maximum lifetime value from each and every customer every single time? If that's it, if that's all you had, that easily makes it worth $1,000, doesn't it? Everyone's saying yes. Now for the catch. You knew there was going to be one, right? You'll need to have a Mailchimp account. It's going to cost you about 15 bucks a month. There's a reason. And since we're doing a huge amount of work in the beginning to get you up and running quickly, you need to agree to stick with this for a minimum of 12 months. No problem, right? Why Mailchimp? All of your email assets are going to be built and hosted in your account, so you own and control the assets to use anytime you wish. We can't hold those over your head. You own it. No, you cannot use your current email service provider for this if you have something other than Mailchimp, but you can and should continue to do what you're doing if it's working for you. Now, why 12 months? Most sellers will try to take this work in-house too soon, and you're missing out on the highest growth that usually happens in months 6 through 10. We want to empower you with everything you need should you want to take this in-house, but we need to get it all optimized for you first. Sellers who get the best results are those who stay the course. Since email marketing, like it or not, is unlike any other advertising. It sees amazing exponential growth over the long haul, and we just don't want you to sell yourself short. Look at this. When it comes to exponential growth, one step builds on another. It's not addition, it's multiplication when you figure in all the collateral benefits your business will see on Amazon. It's just too hard to measure. What we know is this: if you see an obvious return on investment, dollar for dollar, then all this other juice is just gravy. More sales equals more emails equals better ranking equals more sales, and so on. Like this, for example, using these tactics will inevitably affect your frequently bought together relationship that your listing has with other products. What I mean is you can control the position and the products that you're linked to in frequently bought together scenarios. So you can force your products to show up here instead of the competitors. What about the 12-month agreement? It's pretty simple. We'll do this, you provide that, we're going to hold each other harmless, and you'll hang out with me for at least 12 months. Easy peasy. We've discovered that sellers who have more of a long-term vision with specific goals are those who see the biggest growth from this style of marketing. If you're like me and can plant a seed like email marketing and watch the continued exponential growth month over month, then this is for you. You'll see immediate actions and high value assets within days, but the highest value for you comes after everything is optimized. If you're looking for an easy button, my friend, that gives you results today, then this is not for you. I'm sorry. Where can you actually find a completely custom designed, handwritten customer funnel / website, a uniquely optimized weekly email sequence that drives sales, endless split testing and optimizations to increase your results, professional management of your list and reputation, brand specific reporting showing your actual ROI, all personally customized for your brand and your product? Where can you find this? You can't, because it doesn't exist yet. This is not a one size fits all cookie cutter approach. Remember, all of your assets and sequences are only created specific for you after we study and understand your business, your brand, and your products. This is a made to order solution to increasing your customer value through professional marketing, not a ready made product sitting on the shelf to be delivered when you order. Finally, say goodbye to letting your Amazon customers forget about you and your brand. Say goodbye to waiting for your customers to find your listings again on Amazon. Unknowingly forcing your customers to buy from your competitors. Ouch. Say goodbye to allowing Amazon to control all your customer flow and not knowing how your competition is beating you. Finally, you can say goodbye to letting your existing customer list remain cold and worthless, or selling your business at a discount when you exit. Say goodbye to launching to a rebate group and giving away your inventory for free. Say goodbye to setting all this up yourself. You don't have to worry about finding someone who actually knows what they're doing. Would you rather hire one of these jokers on Fiverr? Starting at $3,000, they have zero experience with Amazon, have no data on what works for Amazon sellers, and have never read the terms of service. Would you rather have this? Post-Purchase Pro. We literally have sent millions of emails about thousands of products. We've split tested every single touch point and always optimized for the best results possible. Look, we only cater to Amazon sellers because that's our specialty and where we can produce the biggest results. It's important that you don't wait. This is one of the few times that we've opened this up publicly. Most of our other clients have been through personal invitations. Our onboarding for 2021 is almost full. Don't miss the boat. Don't be left behind. Only for you here today, until all available spots are claimed in this onboarding group, we're allowing you to divide this up into 12 equal payments of $1,000. Unbelievable, I know. But even though this is a no-brainer deal, we want to ease the pain in the beginning for you as we get you set up, allowing you to see some real gains before we even bill you for your second payment. Yeah, we will deliver before your second payment of $1,000. This is how 100% sure I am that we can create a windfall of revenue for you too. This is what an Amazon business should look like. It should never be one and done transaction. There are two direct ways to grow any Amazon business. Either find more customers or make your existing customers more valuable. Why not do both? And that's exactly what we're offering with Post-Purchase Pro. You can sell more at a higher price, sell bundles, better quality versions of the same, sales referrals. Any new products that you launch to your own list, it's always 100% owned and controlled by you alone. A lot of us like to tap into these buyer groups, these rebate groups on Facebook. You never own the traffic. You just give your inventory away for a quick sales and ranking spike, and then it all goes away. If you stick with this and stay the course, you will, I promise, create your own list that you can always launch to over and over for free on demand for any product, new or old. That's what you really need. That's what it takes to move forward. Now we're going to stick around for Q&A if you have some questions. Plus, for those of you waiting to be awarded this $5,000 check that's sitting here, if you weren't here in the beginning, then tough. But if you know the passphrase, it's coming up. If you've already heard enough and you're ready to join, here's what I want you to do. Go right now, postpurchasepro.com/1000 and sign up right now. Sign up at postpurchasepro.com/1000, and this one-time setup fee of $5.99, it's free if you join us now during this special invitation. Free, no setup fee. That's the first time we've ever offered no setup fee. How does all this work? As soon as you sign up at postpurchasepro.com/1000, you'll be immediately sent our confidential intake form. The sooner you fill this out, the higher on the onboarding list you'll be. If you ever get stumped or stuck, or you have any problems at all checking out, please don't hesitate to let us know immediately by sending an email to CS for customer support. That's cs@postpurchasepro.com. Once your intake form is received and approved, we'll be sending you a Docusign agreement for your review and signature. This is one of those rare scenarios, my friend, where as partners, our goals are aligned. We're actually on the same team. If we can do a better job for your business, then we too make more money. We're incentivized to create all the best assets for you because we know if you see an obvious ROI, then you'll stick around. The more sales you make, the more emails you collect, the better we can do for other clients as well. Go to postpurchasepro.com/1000 and join us before this onboarding group is full. We're in the same boat here because this is one of those rare opportunities where we're not rewarded for helping you spend more advertising money, like in most marketing agencies. You should take us up on this offer and let us go to work for you ASAP. Maybe you're like some and you're thinking, well, I can just do this on my own. Well, before you do this on your own, make sure you read and understand all the ins and outs of Amazon's terms of service. Be sure you're fully aware of and abide by the current CAN-SPAM laws enforced by the Federal Trade Commission, as well as the GDPR email rules for European Union countries. So you're comfy with all the rules, okay, but is this really where you need to be spending your time? Are you a copywriter? Do you truly understand the science of email marketing? Do you have the time to learn all these integrations and build your own complete funnel to make this happen? If so, then more power to you. I'd rather pay someone to cut my own lawn, since my time is more valuable than the $25 it costs me to get it cut. Maybe you're thinking, I'm new to all this Amazon selling. Why should I be worried? Do you want to set yourself apart and get a jump on the other so-called veteran sellers? If you get this started today, you'll be light years ahead of other sellers who are waiting for the perfect timing. Remember, the one single thing responsible for our faster growth was capturing and utilizing our in-house customer list to give us that edge on other sellers. So even if you don't have a product yet, we may still be able to help you. Go to postpurchasepro.com/1000. There will never be the perfect time, but I can promise that the longer you wait, the tougher it will be to get started. And the slower you are to signing up to this rare public offering, the longer it would take us to get you optimized. If you don't have a product yet, reach out. We'll see if we can help you. Maybe you're thinking, how can I expect to get all this professional marketing for just $1,000? This is the biggest elephant in the room complaint that I ever hear, and the concern that we hear more often than any others. Let me explain. By allowing us to leverage the experience that we already have, by making non-competing offers, we're able to grow your business using the levers that we've already used to grow our business and other clients before you. We've already split tested. We've already optimized. We've already read the results. Call it a cheat code. I call it experience. We allow you to get the experience without getting the scars. Maybe you're thinking, but I like to control the voice of my brand. Great. We gather all your company and brand intel through a comprehensive intake process. This allows our messages to always be in line with your brand. After the initial creation, our internal peer review, you'll sign off on the initial creative before it's sent, but I must warn you, if you engage our agency to do this marketing for you, remember we have years of experience, we have tons of data, we have collective results. Do it our way, allow us to help you. And you'll always have to sign off before we send anything, like in this. Here's our creative approval. If you don't agree, tell us what you want to change. Maybe you're thinking, what if you can't really help my business for whatever reason? Too big, too small, too young, too old, don't think you're a good fit? Once you've filled out the intake form, we will thoroughly evaluate your business and make sure that we can deliver massive results for you. If we can't, easy. We just let you know that you're not a good fit, and we'll quickly process your refund, and we'll even tell you what you need to work on in your business in order to move in the right direction. Free consulting. I only see this about 20% of the time, so don't worry, you're likely a great fit for this program. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. As you know, we like to reward action takers, so only for the next 72 hours, I have 4 unique bonuses that you're going to love. You'll have 72 hours to take us up on this, or when all available spots are filled in this onboarding group. The cart's still open, there's still room. If it says sorry, sold out, sorry. You're left on the dock, you missed the boat. That ship has sailed. Let's talk about these bonuses. Yours free if you act now. Bonus number one, you get unlimited Pro 7 launches. We will build custom 7-day campaigns to launch or relaunch any of your products on demand to your own list. This literally creates sales and ranking when you need it at a profit. For many of our clients, this has totally replaced the need to use rebates whatsoever. The average amount that our clients were spending on rebates before joining us was $34,000 a year. The value, 34 grand. Yours free if you act now. postpurchasepro.com/1000. Bonus number two, you get complete funnel hosting. We will build all your funnels in our account so you don't have to pay the annual fee of $3,564. This also allows us to split test continuously for better opt-ins and performance for you. The value, $3,564. I didn't just make it up. It's $297 a month. Add it up. Bonus number three, you get our 300% guarantee. Hello, if you're out there, you're on the fence, this should get your attention. What's the 300% guarantee? First time ever offered. We are so confident that we can produce massive results for you that we will literally guarantee in writing legally and let your bank account prove it to you. We guarantee that we will make at least 300% more sales than what you pay us in the first 12 months, or we'll work for free until we make you that much. This means that at the end of the first year, we'll show you proven additional sales that we generated for you of at least $36,000, or you won't pay us another dime until we hit that mark for you. And guess what? You always own and control all the assets. We can't take it back. You own the website, the sales funnel, all of the digital assets that we create to support that. You own the email sequences. They all live inside of your Mailchimp account. The risk is on me here. The value, $36,000. postpurchasepro.com/1000. Go sign up now while it's fresh on your mind. You'd be crazy not to take us up on this. If you're selling products on Amazon at a profit already, you can literally add 67% to your bottom line by allowing us to do all the heavy lifting for you. Bonus number four, you're going to get our brand spanking new Pro metrics. At Post Purchase Pro, our mission is to deliver incredible results with 100% transparency. With our Pro Metrics performance dashboard, you'll be able to track everything that we're doing for you in near real time. That means you'll be able to have an inside look at the gains we're making for you, like Amazon sales, list growth, opt-ins, etc. All custom coded, proprietary. We don't sell it to you, we give it to you, a value of $8,000. Anything that can be measured can be managed, right? We want to give you 100% transparency on what we're doing and how effective that is, how many dollars are in your pocket at the end of the day. postpurchasepro.com/1000. Go there now. postpurchasepro.com/1000. Remember this? This is what your Amazon business can and should look like. There's only one URL in the way. Get out of your own way. Go to postpurchasepro.com/1000 and claim that 41% that you're leaving on the table for someone else. Remember, 41% of our revenue over time has come from these exact tactics. 41%. That means 67% addition to what you're already doing. Imagine what 67% more would look like in your bank. If you don't go to postpurchasepro.com/1000 right now, you're basically telling me that what's in your bank account right now is enough. Can you really afford to leave 67% on the table? Remember too, these additional sales always have a higher profit margin because you don't have to pay for the traffic, and your additional benefit is more organic ranking on Amazon. It's always win, 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 win. Let's do some quick back of napkin math here. Let's look and see what your business is worth. If you're getting 1,000 orders per month, assuming a 50% opt-in rate, then you'll see 500 new contacts every month at $2 in value each month. That means you're adding $1,000 per month in value, okay? If you use email appends with this, if you've had just 10,000 orders in the past 12 months, assuming a low 50% match rate, you'll see an additional 5,000 new email contacts at $2 in value each month, meaning that asset is valued at $10,000 per month. If this looks like your business, then the day we take over your marketing, you immediately have $11,000 in additional value in your business every single month. I know, it sounds magical and it sounds unreasonable, but it's not. All we're doing is making your existing customers more valuable to you. It's actually easy if you know how, and we know exactly how to set this up for you. Go to postpurchasepro.com/1000 and get started right now. Everything you see here, you get bonus number one, unlimited Pro 7 launches. You get funnel hosting. You get the 300% guarantee, and you get your own ProMetrics performance dashboard. Total value $91,564, all for just $1,000. Go to postpurchasepro.com/1000 and get started. We blended direct response marketing with Amazon, and now you can easily deploy these same strategies in your business and quickly set yourself apart from everyone else in your niche who are all doing the exact same things you learned in your seller training. Now you have to decide, what will you do with everything you've learned here? Nothing? If you do nothing, what are you going to get? More nothing. If you keep doing what you're doing, you can keep what you've already got, right? Take this opportunity. Take me up on the offer. Do yourself a favor. Be friendly to your future self. Take this very important step in your business right now at postpurchasepro.com/1000. This is not a gamble at all. In fact, the risk here is on me. I'm betting that we can create 3 times the value for you at a minimum, or we'll work for free. How can I do that? Because I already know what the results are going to be. I've seen it. We see it day in and day out. This is my gamble. Take me up on this challenge now. I'm not a gambler, though, I have to warn you. I know the odds are already in my favor because I've been doing this type of marketing for years, and I know I can perform for you too. Which type of seller are you? There are 3 types. You want things to happen? Do you wait for things to happen? Or do you make things happen? There's no such thing, my friend, as productive procrastination. Go to postpurchasepro.com/1000 and sign up today. The sooner you get started, the faster our team will get you onboarded and start putting cash back in your pocket with no real effort on your part. You simply cannot lose here. Now, I've shown you the good and I've shown you the bad. Let me show you the ugly. The longer you wait to join us at postpurchasepro.com/1000, the further down the onboarding ladder you'll be. Don't worry, though, we have an amazing capacity for this offer, but it is on a first come, first served basis. If this is right for you, get your name on the list right now. If we don't think it's a good fit, we will promptly tell you, refund you, and coach you on what you can do better. Now, if you have questions, I want you to go ahead and type those into the question box right now. I already see some questions in there. We're going to get to it. This $5,000 giveaway is right around the corner. Sign up right now at postpurchasepro.com/1000, and our regular $599 setup fee goes away. It's yours free. Only if you join us during this special invitation, you avoid that one-time setup fee. Gone. All of the bonuses, you're going to get your very own campaigns built and managed, customized by our team based on years of experience. A value of $10,000 per month, you get that for $1,000. You get unlimited Pro 7 launches, a value of $34,000 based on statistics that we already know. We're going to host your website customer acquisition funnel for you, saving you an additional $3,500 per year. We're going to guarantee 3 times the results. Easy. Not even a gamble. I've already seen it. Absolutely, positively can deliver for you. No question. You're going to get our brand spanking new ProMetrics performance dashboard. Instead of paying $8,000, it's included free, so you can track everything along the way. All for just a $1,000 per month investment, 100% tax deductible. Go to postpurchasepro.com/1000 and get signed up right now. Let's go through these questions real quick, Seth. I want to give away this $5,000. So explain to me, why is this so quote unquote cheap?
Hey, Sean, I just wanted to get mic'd up here. Yeah, guys, so it's so quote unquote cheap because we're able to leverage all of the data that we've collected from our business along with other clients over time. So not only are we able to do the work for you, we're able to use what we already know works from other clients, and that dramatically lowers our input because we've spent the time, we've tested it thousands of different times, and we've actually found out what to do before you came into our world. So we're able to just plug that straight into your business.
Next question. They're popping in here. Are inserts TOS compliant? I guess I can go back on camera now. Woo, there we are.
I'll jump on there with you.
It's been a marathon, man.
Yeah, for sure. All right, guys. So our inserts TOS compliant? Yes. You think of any major brand out there and you look at their packaging, they have their website, look inside the package and they have a warranty card. A lot of sellers give inserts a bad reputation though by blatantly breaking Amazon's TOS. They literally will say on an insert, come and give me a 5-star review and I'll give you $10. That will get you shut down. You cannot do that. You have to add value. So when we build an insert, which we've built hundreds of them over time and split tested them all, it's all about enhancing the customer experience and bringing that customer back to Amazon. So yes, inserts are TOS compliant if you do them correctly.
I can see the orders coming in there, so that's always fun. Just as a fair warning, if you're on here live, there are only 32 spots left in this onboarding group. So I guarantee you, before cart close, those will be gone. So don't wait. If you're watching this replay, do it now. Trust me, or you'll be sorry. All right, here's the next question.
1 second, Sean. Roland has a follow-up to that question. He says, how do we get customers information if the insert goes back to Amazon? So it doesn't go back to Amazon directly. What we do is we build, like Sean showed you earlier, a custom funnel page that provides more value to your customer, but we capture the email first before we send them back to Amazon. That's a key distinction. Good point there, Roland. We capture the information and then we send them back to Amazon because we don't want to circumvent Amazon. That is against TOS. What we do is we add to the value, and then to make more purchases, we send them back to your Amazon listings and your Amazon store so they can help your organic ranking. Good question, Roland.
Yeah, great. So hopefully you got a chance to answer Eric's question. He said he had to bounce out of there about the wholesale dropship. Okay, good. Yeah, so let's see. Do I need other software or services? The only thing that you absolutely have to have is Mailchimp. If you already have one, fine. If you don't, you'll need to set it up. It's $15 a month. It's important that you do this because you never want to give up control of your asset. So we create everything for you through an admin. We get nothing from Mailchimp. I don't think. Someday they may start paying us, I heard, but $15 per month for a simple Mailchimp account. So we can create all of your assets, your email sequences and follow-up flows, and those are all hosted. You can take our access away anytime you want. If you go to sell your business, which is some of your goal, that easily transfers and conveys with the business. So no harm there. It's important that you do that. If you have an MBS or managed by stats account, we play well in the sandbox with MBS. They're one of our JV partners. It's not required, but if you do have one, then that gives us certain extra ability to help manage all this for you, but not a necessity. Remember, you don't need a page builder or funnel builder. We're doing it for you, effectively saving you $297 per month because you won't need that. Again, your sales funnel conveys with your business easily. We can transfer that out anytime you need it. Seth?
Sean, actually, good point there. Somebody asked, if I sell my business, like what happens to the account? It can either transfer to the buyer of your business, or at that point, you could terminate your contract and we could reinitiate a contract with the buyer. So you're not bound if you sell your business. That makes total sense why you would want to not have to continue. So it can go with your business, basically.
All right, this one just popped in. Does this work for non-recurring products?
So that's not the question on the slide, Sean, but I'll answer the non-recurring products. Non-recurring products, yes. This 90% or more than 80% of our products over the lifetime of us selling on Amazon have been non-recurring products like pillows and hula hoops and cups and hearing amplifiers, things like that. And this process works amazingly well. You probably don't realize it because a lot of Amazon sellers don't have this experience, but the product that your customers are most likely to buy from you is the product that they already bought from you. And we take advantage of that. So even if it's not recurring, that still holds true. We've had customers literally buy 20 pillows from us over time. Who knows what they do with all these pillows? Maybe massive pillow fights. I don't know, but literally they buy
motels, man, motels.
Yeah, I guess. So if you are selling recurring products, then it works just as well or better. So non-recurring products, non-consumable products, definitely, and recurring products for sure. So good question.
So Rhino has a question about, will the emails I collect through the service stay with me exclusively, or will you have access or permission to this? We had a service a while back where we would mutually benefit in the growth of the list and send offers, but for this particular, we don't even offer that anymore. So to answer your question, the emails are 100% yours. We don't have access to We can't use those for our own benefit. You own and control that 100% yours property. Seth?
Yep, good question. So basically, we will operate inside of your account on your behalf, but never on our behalf. It's always for your benefit. Basically, what we decided to do was become a fiduciary. If I'm saying that right, Sean. Basically, we want to
I've
have
never
your
heard
best
you use that word before, but I got $5 grand here.
and provide the results for you. So absolutely, 100% your exclusive asset.
Yep. Okay, does this work for wholesale products or only private label?
So we can do this for any type of Amazon business, whether you're FBA, FBM, wholesale, private label, doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, having an email list that you can use to send targeted traffic to buy more product works for any business. It literally works for Amazon businesses, service businesses, doesn't matter. But what we're talking about here is building a real live customer list, and that is always, always valuable. So we work with wholesalers, we work with private label people, we work with people that fulfill their own products, and we work with people that only use FBA. We can make it work.
Does this work or does this use rebate launches? There's actually the next question as well. So does this use rebate launches and does this replace the need to use rebates? So go ahead.
Okay, good questions. So we do not use rebates because it costs you money. We're talking about building a real customer list that you can make sales profitably to. We're not about giving away, like we are very jaded. We've been around since 2013. We've given away hundreds of thousands of dollars in products trying to get ranked, and it's so painful. So when we discovered we can use our email list to sell our products and rank our products at a profit, it totally changes how you approach the business. Now you can launch more expensive products, more expensive inventory. You don't have to buy as much inventory. It just makes your business way cleaner. So yes, at the end of the day, a lot of our clients no longer use rebates at all anymore. And if you're just starting out, maybe you would just use rebates to supplement your launches. But at the end of the day, who wants to give away their inventory? We don't want to do that. We want to build you a real asset that you can sell to profitably time and time again. John?
Very good. The software is telling me that Alwyn, Dan, and Roland are not being attentive. If you're here to win the $5 grand, then get ready because I can see it coming around the corner here. I can see this. Oh, here's another question. Is this 100% done for me? What will I have to do?
So yes, this is 100% done for you. The only thing that you have to do is give us the information in the beginning, and then once we build everything, take a look at it and say, yes, this looks good for my business and my brand. If those two things are doable for you, then everything else is hands off.
You must have threw this one in there. Remember, you have no risk because you have 300% guarantee. We're so confident that this works. How can we be so confident? Because we do it every single day, day in and day out, and we have an amazing and overwhelming amount of results and historical data. But to make you feel better about it, remember, you pay today, you're paying your $1,000. We will deliver to you your fundamental 14 emails sequence in your Mailchimp account, and we will deliver to you your customized product insert, and we will deliver to you your customized customer acquisition funnel website. Okay? Before we ever bill you your second month payment of $1,000, you'll already have those assets. I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't do all that work for you for $5,000 or $6,000 or $7,000. For $1,000, you get all that in the beginning. We want to transfer the goodwill and the trust that we have in you. We want to show you. We want to deliver first before we ever bill your credit card again. All right. If you cheat me, I'm going to come and get you, though. Okay. We guarantee. What?
Something to point out there is what you just said we're going to deliver before your second payment is just the beginning. Like that's just the first deliverable. We go to work building and writing and deploying emails for you every single month. If you ever want to run a Pro 7 launch, we build it on demand. You can run as many as you want. If you ever add a product to your store, we add it. If you ever add a brand to your account, we add it. It's all included in your account. It's ongoing marketing. That's how we were able to generate so many extra sales. So the 300% guarantee is we're going to generate for you at least $36,000 in sales in the first year, or we will work for free until we do so. That's the guarantee.
And we also guarantee that your list will produce an additional $2 in value per month for your business during your very first year. If not, then we continue to work for free of charge until this goal happens. All right. Your monthly reporting that we get for you, it lists the value and the sales generated, so it's easy for you to quantify. Hey guys, you missed the mark, you owe me. Well, I have to warn you, it's never happened, but I want you to feel better about it. Okay, so don't forget, we're guaranteeing your success. And I can honestly say right now today, which is, what is this, Thursday, October 14th, is the very first time in the history of Post Purchase Pro that we've ever offered a guarantee. So let's see what happens there. All right, looks like, all right, let me put this all up in a nutshell for you, okay? Basically, Your job as a Post-Purchase Pro client is to generate sales on Amazon. You get the customers. Our job working in your marketing department is to make each individual customer more valuable. Okay. And we do this 100% hands off. We create all the assets required. You don't need to know all the nitty gritty about the inner workings. I've shown you some of that in the webinar in case you're a do-it-yourselfer. But everything that I've shown you and then some is what our team has been doing year after year after year. And that's what we're deploying for you. We create everything that you need for your quote unquote mousetrap. All right. We help you deliver the value to the customer that keeps them engaged, keeps them coming back for more, so that you, in turn, when the timing's right, you can reach out and ask for a favor, buy more, leave a review, refer to your friends, so many different things that can happen. So in your 2-minute elevator pitch, Seth, what all am I getting in a nutshell?
Well, Sean, I think you kind of went over it all, but the 2-minute version is everything that you see on this slide, basically, right? What we're delivering is on the left, and what you're getting from those deliverables is on the right. And so basically, we're, from A to Z, everything that happens after your customer buys from you on Amazon, we're going to take control of that process, which probably doesn't even exist yet in your business. And so imagine if your customers, on average, would come back and buy more from you than your competitors, or if your customers were more likely to give a good review because you took care of them more, and you were able to take control of your customers' information after they buy from you. That's what we're talking about. So what does that look like? That looks like an insert that we designed for you that actually produces results. I know a lot of you guys have inserts and you're like, well, inserts don't work. Yeah, they don't work if you don't know what works. So we've done this thousands of times. We've seen, 900 versions that don't work. And so we're going to give you, from our experience, the results from your niche and plug it into your business. So insert drives the list. We're going to write and custom build all of the emails for you. We're going to do that in an ongoing email marketing drip to drive more sales, ranking, and reviews. We're going to warm up if you already have a list and it's sitting there cold and idle. We will actually go and build a sequence specifically to warm that list up, re-engage them, and monetize them for you. We do ongoing holiday emails. We have Black Friday and Cyber Monday, Thanksgiving, all that stuff's coming up. We do them all. So every single month, there's holidays happening, and we
Awesome Day went out this week, didn't it, or something?
Awesome Day, yeah. Halloween's coming up, yeah. We get TOS compliant customer opt-ins. We build, host, and manage your funnel pages, which is what captures your customer information. You don't have to have a funnel builder like ClickFunnels, like we pay $297 a month for. We're going to do that for you. Included, we're going to manage your email list and your email service provider. What that means is we're not going to let contacts sit on your list that aren't engaging with you. So we're going to archive them so you pay less to Mailchimp or your email service provider. And then what we're going to do is every single month, at the end of the month, you'll be able to see a real-time report in your Pro Metrics dashboard of what is actually happening. How big is your list? How many people opted in? How many sales did you actually generate for us on Amazon? We're going to show you that because we track it all. Sean, what are the benefits that they're getting here?
You're going to sell way more on Amazon, like we've seen, an extra 67% with no effort. Remember, we're making your existing customers more valuable. You raise your profit margins, launch new products without giving away your inventory, drive more reviews, create raving fans, lower your returns and negative reviews, increase Amazon search term rankings. What we found is, like Seth said, if we can send high quality traffic back to your listing, whether they convert or not is irrelevant, Amazon rewards you for that traffic. You can cross-sell your other products. That way you can influence your frequently bought together relationships, generate massive amounts of repeat orders, take control of your business, send traffic where you need it most. Okay? You're going to be able to create off of Amazon sales if you want that to diversify your revenue stream. Now, remember this acorn? I want you to consider this just for a moment, all right? This acorn is like your customer list. Maybe you have 0, maybe you have 1, maybe you already have 10,000. If left alone, the potential of this acorn remains dormant, right? If this acorn, though, is put into fertile soil and watered and nurtured just a little bit like your email list, it can produce a mighty oak tree with thousands of new acorns every single year. This doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. It takes work. It takes nurturing. In business, in life, in relationships, doesn't matter. To reach our full potential, we must have what, Seth? An open mind. There's your hint. We must be open to the potential power of something that we may not understand, like this simple acorn. I don't understand the science and the magic behind an acorn, but I know it works. Will you deny the potential of your business to grow into a mighty oak tree? We can depend on Amazon to provide a few little acorns every day for our business, or we can also plant those acorns and allow them to grow into a forest of oak trees with miles and miles of deep rooted growth that can never be contested. This is building a moat around your business, all for just $1,000 a month. Join us at postpurchasepro.com/1000. I'm going to show you right now a fast action bonus. This is the very last slide. As soon as
Hey,
it
Sean,
stops blinking.
we have a question from Dan here. He says, my product is a supplement with no packaging other than the bottle itself. Can you point me to a supplier that can create packaging and inserts to put it all together? So Dan, actually, you don't have to have a packaging. We work with a lot of supplement companies, and they have the same question. It's like, well, I don't have anywhere to put it. We actually design inserts that become stickers, and we can use them with just your bottle, and they work phenomenally. So don't worry about not having traditional packaging. We work with people just like you every single day.
So imagine if you're one of our other clients, you're paying $10,000 per month. You're going to get the exact same level of work and commitment to your success for just $1,000 per month. Okay? We're not holding anything back. You get unlimited Pro 7 launches for free, a value of $34,000. For those of you waiting on the giveaway, this was your cue when you see this clock, just so you know. Do you remember the password? Oh yeah, I see them coming in now. You get your funnel website, customer acquisition funnel hosted. Not only do we build it for you, we host it for you, saving you $3,500 a year. You get our 300% ROI guarantee, a value of $36,000. Why 36? Because you're going to pay 12. If we can't deliver, we will guarantee 36,000 in revenue, or we'll work for free until we get it done. You're getting access instead of paying $8,000, way less of what it's really worth. You're going to get free access to our ProMetrics performance dashboard, our proprietary in-house software that shows you exactly what's going on in your business so you can easily see the return on your marketing dollar. If you go to postpurchasepro.com/1000, if you've already signed up, I lost count of them already, then you're already going to get this. But if you act now, if you've been sitting waiting on the 3 minutes or on the webinar, you have 3 minutes to go sign up right now at postpurchasepro.com/1000, and we will give you this fast action bonus. We will introduce you to a broker who can help you sell your Amazon business for up to 12 times earnings, a value of $1,000. This is going to be a phone call introduction, not just a simple email. Phone call introduction. So get signed up now. You got 3 minutes. If we see the order come through before then, you still get everything you've seen today, but you also get that broker introduction. Dylan, are you still with us?
Sean, before this time runs out, let's talk a little bit about this. So before you bring Dylan in, you got about 2.5 minutes left. We've sold a lot of our Amazon businesses over the years. We've worked with lots of brokers. We've worked with different aggregators. We've worked with mergers and acquisition companies. We are going to take a look at your business with you, find out exactly where you're at, what kind of business that you have, and then match you to the broker or the mergers and acquisition guy that makes the most sense for where you're at to get the highest multiple. Now, you may not want to sell your business today, and I can say that even if you want to sell it a year from now or 5 years from now, it doesn't really matter. You need to have that conversation. It's not going to cost you anything. You need to know what you're building. So then at the end of the day, when you have your product, which is your business, ready to sell, you built the right thing to cash in the biggest way. So have the conversation now. If it's in the back of your mind, it's not going to cost you anything, like I said, and just know what these people are looking for when they're going to pay you for your business. So it's worth the little bit of time to know what you're actually building. Sean?
Go to postpurchasepro.com right now /1000 and get signed up. You're never going to find a better opportunity. You're never going to find a better price. Our prices always increase. They never go down. Like I said, there's no such thing as productive procrastination. So go get started right now before it's too late. Postpurchasepro.com /1000. Take us up on this offer. Thank the colleague who invited you to today's call. I hope you learned something. Hopefully you learned something actionable that you can put to work in your business right away. And if not, then send Seth an email and tell him he stinks at presenting. God bless you all. Thanks for joining us. Seth, any final words of wisdom before we depart?
Yes. So for all of you guys that have signed up today, once you went through the sign up process, look for an email from us. If it didn't hit your inbox within the first 5 minutes or so, check your spam and make sure you add us as a contact. So then you always get all of our communications. What we're going to send you are a few things that are really important to know as you are coming into the onboarding process for Post Purchase Pro. You're going to need to fill out your intake form, so we have that information to get started on your account. After you submit your intake form, we're going to send you our agreement, and then we're going to get started. So look for that email after you've gotten signed up, and we'll see you on the inside soon.
Yep. See you. Take care, guys. Have a great day. Talk to you next time. See you, Seth.
Thanks, guys.